Today we're here with Richard Simpson, Managing Director of the EnergyNext program here at Startup Bootcamp. So Rich, can you tell us a bit about the EnergyNext program and how you got involved?
The EnergyNext program is a program that we have that links startup through to corporates. So this year we have two energy retail companies and a big fleet management company that we're looking to pair with startups that have innovations relevant to those companies. So that's to energy retail and to fleet management, particularly electric vehicles. That's something a bit new that we haven't done before, so quite enjoyable. My story and my connection to Startup Bootcamp is about 4 years ago. I was a mentor on one of the first programs with my company at the time. I've remained a mentor over the past couple of years. Last year, I helped out running the program as an entrepreneur in residence, and now I'm running the program this year.
And speaking of mentors, how critical is the role that they play with these companies?
There's only so far that we can go with our internal staff and the staff from our corporates. So we rely on the mentors in two different ways, just generally for their market knowledge and their connections and making introductions to the startups. And in some specific fields, particularly legal and technology, we rely on the mentors to give a little bit more grounding to the startups and to give them the benefit of their expertise. So very, very important for the program.
Mm-hmm. And with these startups just needing that grounding and getting that base level work, why is it important in today's society and why was it never getting that grounding in before?
With the mentors, I think a lot of the startups get limited to just their personal networks. So when they come on an accelerated program with someone like Startup Bootcamp, we have quite a broad reach into corporate Australia through our own personal networks and through professional networks. So we can actually make the connections for them that they can't make themselves. Bear in mind, some of these startups are actually coming from overseas as well. So I've got a startup from Belgium, one from the US, and one from India. Now, they don't actually have any local networks. Mm-hmm. So again, they're relying on Startup Bootcamp's networks and our mentor networks to help give them some leverage within Australia.
Mm-hmm. And aside from networking, what kind of challenges do we help prepare them for in the Startup Bootcamp program?
We make them commercially ready, so ready to do a contract with a major corporate, and we make them pitch ready. So we're preparing them to do sales pitches and to do investor pitches and indeed to do industry pitches. And the third element is to make them investor ready. So by the end of the program, we'll be putting them in front of angel investors and venture capital firms to see, because most of them are trying to raise capital in some way, shape, or form. So those are the three big pillars.
And off that final thing you were talking about, on that investor side of things, what does that look like? Is there a perfect investor or an ideal type of person they're looking for?
Two different types. So for the very early stage companies, they're really looking for an angel investor. So that's someone that's coming with a relatively small check size, but wants to usually be personally involved. So it's combining investment and mentorship. So that's really what they're looking for, and particularly someone that can open doors for them. With the more experienced, the more mature companies that are looking to scale, they're looking for VCs with larger check sizes, because the usual raising that we'd expect is somewhere around $1.5–2 million. So they're looking particularly for a lead investor. So that's a VC that's going to do the due diligence work for them and lead their investment round.
And for investors asking, why does it really matter in today's day and age? Why are they investing, and what's the outlook for them in the future?
All of the VC firms and indeed the angels, they have their own reasons for investing. They have a portfolio mix. So they're looking for a commercial return on their money, and particularly in the energy and energy transformation area. As well as that, there's a big green element. So there are some very particular green investment funds that are actually focusing on sustainability, not only for its investment returns, but because that's what the planet needs.
All right. And is there anything else you'd like to tell us about Startup Bootcamp and the EnergyNext program?
Get on board, reach out if you want to be a mentor or if you want to be an investor.
Yeah, sounds good. All right. Thank you for your time here, Rich.
Okay.
That concludes the interview.
Thank you very much.